All right, thanks for coming back to watch a video. I really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please consider it. Like the video, leave a comment, and in the link below, I have some shirts that you can buy if you want to support in that way. It's all appreciated. So if you've been keeping up and you watched the last video, you'll know that I had to fix some leaking things, leaking fuel line, leaking water pump, and I'm just about wrapped up with everything put back together. So everything's on. Everything's sealed, got the exhaust on, got the bullhorn on for now. This is probably the last video this will be on, probably. Just filled it up with coolant. I got this little $25 Amazon seal-free burper, whatever you call it. Best money I've ever spent. Definitely good for coolant. It gets it to the highest point. Plus I also have it jacked up with our new Harbor Freight jack. And yeah, I'm about to burp this, get it all running through. But before I start it up, let me show you guys what I got. Got me some new Wastegates. Still 44 millimeter, still VS Racing, but these are the Gen 3s. So I'm assuming this is like a JGS replica, but I mean, looking at it, the quality is really good for the price. I mean, I would have bought it regardless, but it's just a bonus that the quality is this nice. And if you don't know anything about these, it's pretty much V-banded on the top hat. Take the V-band off, and this hat pops right off of this. It's triple O-ringed, and there's no diaphragm. So nothing that can rip from the CO2, and it's just a lot easier to maintenance. I mean, you can change the spring with it still on the car. So it's definitely a step up from the old ones I had. It was just like the tile replica. And I actually have one of my original ones right here to compare. This has seen better days, but I mean, you can see the quality of this. It's not the best compared to this. I mean, I know this is brand new, but still, it's really nice for the money. I got these through Garage Built Racing. Joseph Thomas, hit him up if you need any kind of parts. Definitely way better to get it through a dealer than it is to get direct, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna put the smallest spring in here. I think it's supposed to come with a 4, 5, and a 7. I had a 4 in my last ones, so I guess I'll just put another 4 in. Maybe I'll put the 5 in, I don't know. I don't really run on gate, so it really doesn't matter. But prior to buying these, I couldn't really find any comparisons to the original ones. So I wanna get some side-by-side shots of this, just so you can see if you want to upgrade. If you have this and you want to upgrade to this, the clearance. I didn't think I was going to have clearance, but I actually have way more. As you can see, it's way skinnier. It's taller, but it's skinnier. I'll get all angles for you. The bottom piece is probably about the same. It looks identical. It's just skinnier right here. Flip it up so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, that's way skinnier. I'd say probably about ½ inch total. But really excited to put these on. Hopefully this fixes the boost spike issues I've been having, and I'm sure it'll hold up a lot better to the CO2. So I guess I'll throw these on real quick. I'm not gonna get a video of that just because I just wanna throw them on. It's getting late and I'd like to see if I can drive this. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you so you can see the differences and you can see what I'm putting on the car. Oh yeah, and some more information real quick. It comes with some fittings and plugs to plug these because it's got 4 different holes. It's got 2 on one side and then 2 right here. Over here is all plain, so it's not spaced out evenly, but it's just at the bottom. It does come with fittings. I use push lock, so I won't be using these, but it's nice that it comes with the plugs because you're not going to use 4. I mean, you might, but most of the time you're not. And another thing is, this is a 44 millimeter and this is a 44 millimeter, so the flange will stay the same if you already have your hot side welded. It's the same exact flange, so it slides right on. Like I said, that was some information I couldn't find either. I just wanted to verify that you could use the same 44 millimeter flange. It also comes with the dump tube flange and the V-band. I don't use them, I just drop it straight down. Comes with an extra spring, 3 springs total. So I think that's about all the information I got on these. Like I said, this is just one nut. This stays where it's at. So it's easy to line up. You just put that one 10 millimeter on. I believe that's a 10. And that's literally it. You can change the springs in like 2 minutes. But yeah, let me put them on. There we go. Got the wastegates all hooked up, all sealed. Got them all plumbed up with new hose, new fittings, the dome pressure sensor back in there. Got the springs in. I even painted some of the exhaust wrap because it was turning white, how they get. So the wastegate part is good. I'm gonna have to weld some dump tubes on that so it doesn't burn any of my lines. Now I'm gonna burp the coolant system, get all the air pockets out, fill it up with coolant, get it running through, let the thermostat open, you know the deal. We were working on both cars this weekend since it was so nice. My dad's hooking up the boost leash on his. He's getting rid of the old boost control. Now he's got the boost leash with the dual MAC valves. Maybe one day he'll put air or CO2 on this. He hasn't tried it out yet, but so far it looks like it's gonna work out really good. It's real sunny right now, so don't mind that. But yeah, got everything back together. Got the new gates on, water pump gasket, fuel lines. The only leak left is the transmission leak, and we're gonna fix that real soon. I'm gonna take it for a drive real quick, see how everything does, see how this new turbo is, see how the new wastegates are. Just test everything out. Not gonna go crazy, but I'll probably do what I did before, just make a couple passes on gate just to see what springs in there, because you know, you never know what's in there or what it'll actually make. Because before I had a 4-pound spring, it only made 2.5. So these guys always want me to do burnouts. Every time I get this out, everybody wants me to do a burnout. About 4 pounds in that little hit, so that's pretty much right where I want it. Guess I'll turn this CO2 on. Man, this sun. I think right now it's on like 20 pounds. We'll find out in a little bit. A lot of traffic out today. Not to be able to do too much. But I mean, it felt good, moved strong. This thing cruises so good now. I love just cruising it around, driving it. I mean, for a race car, it drives good. It drives smooth. I mean, it's a couple noises like this, rattles. You can see in the video rattling. That makes a noise, but other than that, everything feels good. It probably needs an alignment. The steering wheel's a little crooked, but I got the speedo now. I got the nice gauges I can see. It's nice to have. And it sounds good. It stays cool now since I put fans on it and changed that all up. Just everything that I've done to this, I'm just making it more enjoyable to drive. Head back, pop the hood, check over everything, and then go back out maybe when the sun goes down a little bit. Alright, so it's kind of weird. The boost didn't spike at all. It stayed solid. But the issue I have right now is I was targeting 23 on the dome. Well, if I look at my notes, 23 on the dome used to give me 19, 18, 19, and it gave me 23. So I mean, it gave me what I asked for it, but I don't know if that's overshooting or if that's more accurate now with new gates and a new turbo. I don't know. So I went back to my target boost and I made it 16. 16 used to give me 14, 13, 14. So I'm gonna see if it gives me 16, because 18 on the dome gives me 15. So if I'm targeting 16 and it gives me more than 15, then I'm gonna have to redo all these numbers, but that's fine because it'll give me more of a 1-to-1. But I didn't stay in it long enough to get a good enough log to see if it's spiking or not. Looking at the log, it looks like it stayed solid on 23 pounds for a little over a half a second. So it's kind of what I want. I don't want it to spike 3-4 pounds like it was doing and then level off. So I'm going to turn it down a little bit so I don't have to worry about driving it, just to see what it'll do. So I'm going to check under the hood real quick, make sure everything's good, and then I'll go back out. Everything looked good under the hood. Nothing was burned. None of my new lines were burned from the wastegates. Coolant might have some air pockets in it because it's running a little hot. It's 182. Usually it's like 160. It is a little warm out today, so I got to take that into effect. But yeah, everything else seemed good. Fuel wasn't leaking. All good. I got to take these injectors out sometime tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, because they are sold. I sold them, and I got a new set of Snake Eater Pro Series on the way. You know, Brad always hooks it up, so I gotta support him. And plus, it's a good product. Everybody talks bad about them. I've had good luck. I don't see anything wrong. Let me get the log started. Let's try to make one 16 on the dome. That made 15 on the dot. 15 perfectly. So maybe my boost numbers are just off now. Not off, but maybe they're what they're supposed to be now, and I'm going to have to go back and redo my notes. It's running pretty cool now. 167 with the fan on. So, you know, just run it a little bit to get the air pockets out from the steam ports. Gotta love the turbo noises. Even though sometimes I do miss the old setup with the blower at idle. That did sound pretty cool, but this is way better. Way better. Levels better. Shit, I'm halfway to the test spot. It'd be nice if I had somebody with me or somebody there. I could make a few hits real quick. Soon though, very soon. Before I go back there, I need to get the slicks mounted. I'm still on the radials. Hoping to make one more track day with these on, and then we'll swap over to the slicks for the rest of the year. Or get another set of rear wheels so I can swap them back and forth. Just had to stop, take a couple pics, do a little walk around video, the normal Instagram, YouTube, car guy stuff. All right, let's head back. kids, they tell me to do a burnout, I got to, because that used to be me when I was their age. Used to make our day when somebody would stop and do a burnout for us. Alright guys, I know nothing crazy exciting in this one. You know, it's getting a little late in the day on a Sunday. You know, family comes before all this, so we'll be out this week, hopefully, making some passes, making some holes, doing some street driving. I gotta pull the injectors off, all that, so there's definitely some content to be made. I'll be back in a couple days, filming another video. This computer done froze up on me, so I don't have the logs for the last passes, but I don't know. I appreciate everybody for watching. Check out the new VS Gen 3 Wastegates. They're really nice so far. It's holding the boost really good. It's not creeping anymore. I think that also has to do with the new turbo. So yeah, you know, check them out. For the price, you can't beat it. It's worth a try. So that's all I got.